Hello everyone, my name is Josh and welcome back to my channel where I'm bringing you weekly acting or vlog content. Today I thought I'd try a little bit different of a reaction video than I did last time. Matthew McConaughey, iconic actor, strange dude. I'm going to take a look at one of his recent YouTube videos. It's only a couple minutes long. It's a tips on acting. I've already watched it. It's a great video. I want to do a little bit of commentary on it. But first, I want to look at the reason why I say Matthew McConaughey is a strange dude. And it's this Instagram video that he posted, like his first ever Instagram video he posted a year ago. And yeah, let's watch.
When people come to my page, I want them to see me. Look, this is my first venture into sharing myself and my views.
See, it starts off a little normal.
I'm a little bit nervous about it because, quite frankly, I know I want to have a monologue. I'm not sure I want to have the dialogue. But
What kind of joke is that?
have the monologue just as you have to have a monologue to do that.
That was a little bit corny, and I can say it's kind of weird that he's an actor, but he's not looking directly at the camera, probably because he's not used to it.
The dialogue. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to sharing who I am with you. I'm looking forward to seeing if who I am translates, if what I want to share translates, if it tickles your funny bone, makes you think a second, makes your heart swell up a little, if it makes you take a quiet moment for a walk and go, I gotta check in with the M and the E.
The M and the
Hopefully all
E.
those things. Let's have some fun with it though, and let's keep the high eye, not the low eye. High eye.
Man, I have no idea what he's on about there. He's talking about the M and the E, and then the high eye, not the low eye. It's just hilarious. I know I watched him. I watched a lot of people goof on him for this video, like one of my favorite podcasts, the H3 podcast. It's just really weird. But let's get on to the actual video that I want to react to today. Tips on Acting by Matthew McConaughey.
You know, with scripts, the question that I get asked most often, and I think most actors get asked most often, is, how do you remember all those lines? And I'm always like, well, you don't try to remember all the lines. You look at what's on the text. First, you read it and you try to understand it. You read it again. Me, I read it after a run when my endorphins are flying. I read it late Saturday night when I've got a good buzz going. I read it when I'm feeling right after.
That's actually something I was going to talk about. This was posted on April 25th, the day after my birthday. Your boy's 21 now. So he's talking about getting a little buzzed. Could be a good acting tip. I don't know.
Church, when I'm feeling in a very forgiving mood. I'll read it when I'm mad, sad, glad, tired, happy, excited. In many different places where I am personally.
He's basically saying that he only looks at the script when he feels like it. However he feels, he wants to read the script as is, so then he can see how himself as an actor can take in the dialogue in many different moods. It's a pretty genius technique. I mean, like, it's pretty interesting.
I'll read a script and that means I'll have a different look at the same scenes because I'm in a different place. And I gather all that for weeks, if not months, before I start really locking into making decisions on what my character would or wouldn't do.
And that's a good tip for acting always too, is that you always want to change up things. A camera's a little bit different because when you're actually doing takes, you don't want to keep switching it up because you want to keep the continuity on film. But he's saying, like, this is like pre-production, like when he's working with the material, he wants to do it in many different ways so he can get a feel of what would be the best way to perform on camera.
Truths of my man, as I call it. And you have to watch in a script not to grab a hold of things that you want to take literally too early, because you don't want to get bound to anything. You want to stay loose. Well, over and over through repetition, you know the script, you know what it's about. It's not about knowing the lines. What's the scene about? What does the character want out of this scene? What's the obstacle?
Objectives, obstacles, that's the first thing you want to do when you're looking at a script. You want to find out as many things you can about the character. And what he's saying, it's not so much about the lines. Yeah, you got to memorize the lines, but he's taken it as more of a character approach. Like, you're going to read it a lot of times, so eventually you're going to get it in your system. Like, it's going to be second nature for you to remember the lines. The main thing you want to do is get in the mind of the character, and that's going to make your best performance.
In front of this character to get what he wants. What does the character need in the scene? And then overall, what's happening in the scene? So if you do it over and over, it's never about memorizing the lines. It's understanding what the hell you're saying. And what you need, and what you're trying to get.
I totally agree with that.
And what you need, why you're having trouble getting it, how are you going to get past that obstacle to get what you need. That you do that enough, the lines on the day are like Elie Kazan says, they're fringe on the carpet. I mean,
yeah, you should already have the lines down. The character work is the most important
that's
thing.
The difference from writing and acting. The actor brings a bloodline to the role. It's as much about what we don't say as what we do. If I can pull off a paragraph, the meaning of a paragraph, with one look, go with the look, not the words.
If he can make something look good, that's more important than getting the line down, because there's been a lot of actors who have totally went improv on scenes. They forgot the lines, or they just went off book. They started doing whatever, and directors loved it. And so I think improvisation is really important also.
And so I always say it's not about memorizing the lines. You don't think about memorizing the lines at all. I write a lot. I break down the scripts and scenes. I'll have, most of my scenes, I'll have a version that's 8 times longer than the scene, because I've rewritten it so many times in so many ways. I may not say anything that I rewrote, but everything I wrote tells me more, informs me more on what was on the page.
Interesting, really interesting. Man, actors are just so amazing. Like, actors are just so interesting, because everybody has a different approach to it, to create a performance, and it's just wow. I mean, it was really basic stuff that he was just saying. The take-home message from this: get to know your character above anything else, and just do it as many times as you can, and get the character in your body. Very basic knowledge, but it's very insightful at the same time, learning from a professional actor. So, Matthew McConaughey. That's my video today. I know it was a little bit of a short one. I wanted to do something a little bit shorter and see how that goes. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.